I'm very grateful to be filming this video for you guys right now because I had a bad situation happen just a couple days ago. I almost died, legitimately, and the police officer told me that if it's just a couple milliseconds later, at the pace from what the witnesses said the car was going, if they had hit me in my driver's side door, my likelihood of being here right now filming this video for you guys is literally very, very, very low. And so he told me to go make sure I tell my loved ones that I love them. So guys, I love you. And everybody that I work with, guys, I care about you. And think about this. Make sure you're having your seatbelt on, guys, because you can have things happen this fast. Check out these photos, guys, real quick. And then we're going to talk about some life lessons and business lessons to apply when these major life incidents happen, because sometimes you can turn them into positive things or they can go negative. And it's all about how you handle it here. So check out these photos. Pretty scary to think about because this could happen to me again. This has actually happened to me 4 times in my life. I've walked out of a wreck like this. Not saying I'm invincible, just kidding. But it's bad to think that way, but it could happen to me again. It could happen to you. It could happen to your parents. It could happen to your children. It could happen to your partners or your friends. Anybody this can happen to. Literally, you could watch this video, leave to go get food tonight, boom, you're gone. Think about that, right? This is scary. So you need to start thinking what would happen after you're gone. Did you leave a legacy? We're gonna talk about some life lessons and things that are gonna really apply to your business. I'm gonna share with you some emotional intelligence type of things here, guys. This is a very important video. Watch it all the way through. I think you're gonna enjoy it. This is gonna have some good teaching points because I'm gonna share with you what was going on in my mind, what happened when the enraged community tried to jump in and tear this guy apart. It's pretty crazy, but I'm just glad to be here filming these videos going forward, and I'm going to continue to do so because I want to help you guys. Even if something happened, I want to leave a legacy for you. But the first thing is, guys, when things like this happen, you should always look, good or bad, in reflection on the situation to realize, what could I have done? What lesson have I learned? Did I do something wrong myself that I could do different in the future to avoid this? Could I have done something different before this happened to avoid this? What type of lessons can be learned that I can apply to my personal and my business life going forward? So I'm gonna kind of give you an idea of what was going on in my mind as this happened. I was going to the gym, as I do in the evenings. I put my hours in, guys. I go out there and grind it all day. And I go hit the gym, and this is important, guys. We're gonna have a video here coming out very soon talking about fitness and entrepreneurship and how your fitness correlates directly to your income. I've been out of shape and I've been in great shape at many points in my career, and I've tracked this. And my income and my lifestyle was the best when I was in the best condition, I guess you could say, as far as mental and physical. So we're gonna talk about that in a different video that you're gonna enjoy. But what I wanna talk about here is kind of how this all played out. I was going to the gym and I was going across the intersection, and boom, this could happen to you guys very, very quickly. So keep that in mind. And it all slowed down, really, really slow. It was really weird. And all I remember saying is, what is happening? This is weird, what's happening? And before I knew what was happening, it was over. And I saw the other guy that drove across the intersection hit us. He was over, he actually knocked over a power pole. He is lucky to be alive. The other driver's lucky to be alive. Someone was looking out for all of us. And when everybody rushed over, all the witnesses that came out, because this is a busy time of night, lots of people ran up to try to check on everybody, see if we're all okay. And as soon as people realized that this guy was okay, it was an interesting social dynamic. This should be studied for, I'm sure they've studied this before, but what we saw was almost like gang wolf pack mentality on this guy. These strangers were about to tear this guy apart. Once they realized he was okay, they almost killed him. Because they're like, you almost kill these people, what are you doing? It was bad. Like, I thought there was gonna be a, literally a beat down going, and some of these people were incredibly angry. And what I found out later was some of these people had been in a situation like this before where someone had almost killed them. So it brought back the emotion, is how I feel, of what happened to them years prior, if that makes sense. But they're going at this guy hardcore, and this is something I want to talk about. Emotion management and this leadership case study I want to give you. So if you guys are going to be a leader, as you guys know, I run a team, hundreds of agents, and I train leadership and self-esteem building, and I make sure you guys understand how to control a situation and not amplify the situation in a negative way, but push it into a positive direction. And this is a good, really good way to think about this, of how easy just a few words out of your mouth and just how controlling the situation just by the way that you handle it can diffuse everything. So I look over and everybody's about to tear this guy apart, and I should be the one of anybody that should be trying to tear this guy apart. I went over there And guys, I'm not a small guy. I'm almost 6'1", 215 pounds, and I'm pretty intimidating to some people. I don't think I am, but to others I can be. And everybody saw me coming up, and they kind of like parted, expecting me to literally go crazy, I guess. But what I did was I walked up to the guy and I said, hey, look, man, accidents happen. I forgive you, because I knew this guy was going to have a lot bigger problems going forward. But I wanted to kind of diffuse the situation. In a matter of just a few seconds, just by the way I handled it, all the anger around me just went because if the guy who's supposed to be the most pissed off and the person who's supposed to be going for blood more than anybody comes in and handles it in the most mature, most beneficial way for the situation, everybody else follows, if that makes sense. And if you guys want to be a leader, you need to learn how to do things to create a following around you so that people will want to follow you. So I could have gone in and made this a really bad situation. I could have gone in and been like, you almost killed me, and just poured fuel on the fire. Instead, I diffused the situation, and I think I did the correct thing. And that's just something to think about, because in business, emotions can hit peaks and they can hit troughs, and it's very dangerous, guys. You can send one bad text message, one bad email, one bad little rant on the phone call with a business partner or somebody, and 10 years of your career is done. That relationship with that title company is done. And a lot of people do this. You need to start thinking in the heat of the moment. Those who can control their emotions the best have the longest, most profitable business, if that makes sense, or business that's going to scale quickly, because you're not running people away and you're not hurting business relationships. And this is a big problem. I see a lot of people destroy relationships because they get into a peak emotional state. Something bad happened, they get enraged, they lose control, and before they know it, they can't take something out of the bag that they already brought out of the bag, and everything's ruined, and they can't go say sorry behind it. Very rarely can you come and sweep up the mess. So it's just something I thought about, that this is important. I've learned how to do this for years on kind of how to diffuse situations. So if you get in one of these situations, guys, just try to slow it down. Don't fuel the fire, and maybe it's going to turn out better, okay? So, now, number 3. This is the most important one, guys. This is what I'm thinking about a lot. So, what if I died? What if I was not here? And this is what I was thinking about. What would I have left to you guys, or to people around me in my personal life, to my partners, to my friends, to my family? Did I do enough while I was here? And all y'all ask why I work so hard, grind so hard, put so many hours in, and you tell me slow down and do less, some of my close friends. But why? Why not do the most I can while I'm here? Why not go as fast as I can, do as much as I can, produce as much as I can, help as many people as I can? Why not do the most I can? Because you don't know when it's gone just like that. It's kind of scary to think about. So I really thought about this a lot the other night, and I want to leave a legacy, not just for people in the community and around the world, but for my close loved ones and my friends and my partners that I work closely with, because this is what I do. I wake up and I think about you guys. I think about my partners. I think about my family, and then usually when I go to bed, I do the same. And if I had been taken out last night or the night before, I would have been able to leave this. Think about what I would have been able to leave. And if you are not in a situation to leave anything, why not? Are you doing something today with your time and energy that if you disappear tomorrow, you can leave it behind to help people after you're gone? And if not, why not? Some of you are saying yes, some of you are saying no. Some of you, I hope, go forward and think about that. Start doing things that you can leave behind to help people once you're gone, and help people today while you're here also, right? So the first thing, I was like, well, I'll have my rental portfolio and assets that I've created. These can be passed on. This is something I can leave on to the family, to my family and loved ones that could have inherited this type of income stream. The second one, the videos. All these videos are out here, guys. All the podcasts, all the videos I've done. These are going to be left behind. So I know even once I'm gone, people can continue to watch the videos and still benefit from these. This is what I think about a lot, is how do I leave something behind? But I thought, I used to think at 65, 70, 80, hopefully that deep in my lifespan, not today. But now I'm thinking more about today. How do I leave something today if I go today? So this is important, guys. Start documenting your life. Start taking photos for yourself, for your family. And this is just not business. For many years of my life, I didn't take photos of vacations and big family trips and things like that. And now I regret it. I'm going to start taking more photos and doing more things that I know if something happened, that people behind me will know more of who I am, if that makes sense. And also people that can come behind me can learn from me if I'm not here anymore. The last one is, this one's kind of scary. So as you guys know, I'm at eXp Realty. I run a large team. And it's kind of creepy, it gives me the chills because I went to my mother just a few weeks ago and I said, Mom, if for some reason that I get hit in a car wreck, you know I'm over at eXp Realty, but I want to explain to you what I'm doing with this. I've built a little mini empire across North America, and it's kicking off a substantial 5-figure a month cash flow, and it's growing and growing and growing, and this is willable. If for some reason something happens and I get taken out, I just want you to know to get in touch with somebody at the company or someone in my phone that you can call that can help you handle this. Because what if I disappeared that night and they didn't know this? And somebody in my family did not know this. You know, someone could have taken on that income stream as long as they followed the rules that eXp has, obviously. But that's a substantial amount of money going forward that could have helped someone in my family going for a very long time if they'd known about it, if that makes sense. But what if I hadn't told them and this happened and that would have gone all the wayside? Now, hopefully someone in my team would have been able to reach out to my parents or my sister or my brother-in-law or my nieces or somebody and to try to figure out if this could happen and the right way to do it. But these are the things I'm thinking about, guys. Just start thinking, if you're not doing something today that can help someone after you're gone, why not? And maybe that might make you want to shift what you're doing right now. Okay, the last one right here, or the second last one, ABTB, right? So this is something I've always had as an acronym, and this is where the business side comes in. Always be thinking business. Sorry, I was gonna say about, but that wouldn't make sense, right? So I'm always be thinking business. This is what I always tell myself, because here's the situation. When I was there, I got hit in a car wreck and I was outside, I was going to the gym, I was in shorts and t-shirt, and I kept telling myself, I have to get in somewhere warm, I can't get sick, I have all these families I support, I have all these people looking out that need me to do what I'm doing for them, I can't let them down. So I'm here in the moment of where I'm literally, should be going to hospital, to be taken down to the hospital, and all I'm thinking about is, I don't want to let the families on my team down. I need to not get sick, so I'm trying to ask people to borrow jackets, and these are the things I'm thinking about. Now, the other thing is, I'm gonna give out a shout out to my boy, Mike Sherrard, up there in Alberta, Canada. Guys, go check out the last podcast we did, go check out his YouTube channel, go check out his Instagram. So he's got me now focused on Instagram. I realized I dropped the ball on this, and I think a lot of us have as well. I knew video is powerful, and I always associated Instagram with photos. So now when this wreck happened, this sounds bad, but I was thinking document. Guys, if you have not followed me on Instagram yet, go over there, shameless plug, Connor_Steinberg, I guess is what we're having it as now. And I'm gonna start to show you guys more of my personal life behind the scenes, trips I go on, events I go to, because here on this channel, I'm just teaching you little lessons, and I wanna kind of open up so you can see that not only do I just work hard, but I enjoy my life as well. There's a reason that we work hard. So go check that out, guys. But I was thinking maybe let me get some photos for this. Also, we're filming a video right now. You're watching this video right now. There's ways to benefit yourself in the business world and personal world when things like this happen, and you always need to be thinking of opportunities. And so I'm always thinking, what can I do to help my business? Because this is an entrepreneurship channel, guys. You're coming here to learn about business and how to be an entrepreneur. So when things in life happen, good or bad, how can it apply to your business? How can it increase your income? Problems create money. Sometimes the biggest problems create the biggest income streams for us, and sometimes our problems and chaos creates a blessing. And so I was thinking lots of different things after this about how I could apply my time management better, my emotion management better, talking about how you can diffuse situations, how I can be a better leader, how I can support people more. But you need to just always be thinking business. This is not just because this happened, but just in general. When you're going out anywhere, at any time, going to the mall, going to the airport, look at what people are looking on the phone. Which app are they on? Are they looking at TikTok now? What are people doing? Always be thinking business. Anticipation of forward events is the way that you're gonna have an edge on the business marketplace, if that makes sense. And the last one, guys, I just wanna remind you to be grateful and to slow down sometimes and think about it. I hear it all the time. People are so frustrated in business. Everybody's always complaining, whining. And I've done this myself, guys. I'm not saying I'm a saint. I'm not saying I'm holier than not. You are 1 second away from something bad happening. And some may say I'm being a little dramatic. I'm not. Guys, this was very close. The guy was coming across the intersection, according to the reports, like 50 some miles an hour. And the difference between the front end of my car and my driver's side door was that. You are less than 1 second away anytime. So prepare yourself going forward to, especially if you have a family, to leave something to them that can help them going forward if you're not there to support them. So I know it's kind of a different type of video, guys. I hope you can kind of take some lessons from this. And I'm glad to be here. I'm gonna continue on going forward, filming these videos for you guys, to continue on leaving something for you if something happens to me again. So hopefully not. But subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. See you in a few days, guys, on the next video. I appreciate you watching this one. Have a good day.